What's up, Peak Timers? As you guys know, I'm a stay-at-home YouTuber, so do I really need two cars? I love cars so much. I love the toy cars, I love real cars, so having two cars to me, it's kind of fun. I get to change it up every once in a while, but it really doesn't make sense. I've got a 2007 Mercedes E550 4MATIC, I've got a 2015 Ford Fusion Titanium, and then we've got our family car. It's the 2017 Mazda CX-9 GT. Me working at home, my wife on maternity leave, we don't really need to have three cars when we barely drive that much. So I think it's time that we take a look closely at both my cars between the Mercedes and the Fusion, and I kind of make some decisions here on which one I should sell. Fusion's parked on over at my parents' house, which is pretty close by, so let's get into the Mercedes, drive on over there, and let's take a closer look at each one of the cars, and you guys need to help me make some decisions here.
Maya, let's go. We're gonna go to Oma's house. Wanna go see Oma? Come on, let's go. Get up. Up, up, up. Stay there, Maya. Don't scratch the leather.
I'm sitting right in front of both my cars. Got the Fusion right here, got the Mercedes right here. Let's kind of take a little bit of a look at both of them. You guys need to help me make some decisions on which car do you like better, which car do you want to see more on film, which car should I keep? Shown you guys the Fusion much. So this is a 2015 Ford Fusion Titanium EcoBoost. So this has the 2.0 liter EcoBoost turbo engine, and this has the nice Aston Martin looking front end. That's kind of what originally drew me to the car. So you can see right there that lines right there that kind of imitate an Aston Martin, and very nice aggressive looking front end. It's a drastic change over the original Fusion that first came out. Once they came out with this one, they just sold a ton more of them. I never had any interest in a Fusion until this model came out. Now my car does have tinted windows, which are not factory, and it does have the upgraded wheels, which are the factory wheels. One thing that the previous owner did, which I really am not a fan of, is they plasti dipped the chrome area all right here. So you can see it's just chromed all the way around. When you look from far, it actually does not look too bad. It actually blends the car in nicely with the black. But when you actually go up close to it, you can see there's a few areas where it just wasn't done properly, so especially all back here. So that's something that I can remove. Even look at that, that's just horrible. But I haven't taken the time to do that removal yet of it, only because I've just kind of kept the car how it is, haven't done anything else to it. We'll go around to the back of the car. The titanium versions have the spoiler on there, which the standard ones don't. And you can say Fusion EcoBoost all-wheel drive right there. We'll kind of walk around the back. So it's got dual exhaust, which are right into the bumper. So you can see right there. It's really, really nice. I love how they do the dual exhaust on it. There it is. We'll walk around this side. Trunk pop, we'll actually pop the trunk. I don't know if I have anything in there. Got a receipt in here. Get that out. Golf umbrella, it's a little bit dirty. Needs to be vacuumed out a little bit, but a nice big trunk on there. We'll close that. It does have the backup camera, and we'll kind of walk around this side over here, and let's get into the actual car itself now. And a nice thing I do really like about this, when I talked about the Mercedes on something I was missing, is when you walk up to the car and you just put your hand right behind here, it unlocks the door for you. And when you want to lock the door, there's this little sensor that you can just press, and that will actually lock the door. There's also, on the door itself, you can see there's a keypad, so you can number keypad into your car if you've locked it and you want to get into your car. We'll get right in. My key is actually already inside, and this is the actual key. I might as well show you that. So we've got lock, unlock, we've got the remote starter, trunk, and the alarm. Ford. So it's a nice key, nothing too fancy. We'll get right into the car itself. We'll actually put the actual stuff all on here, There we go. So as you can see, steering wheel wise, very nice. I like all the actual features on the steering wheel. We've got all these buttons and stuff on the steering wheel. We've got paddle shifters, which I am a huge fan of. I absolutely love paddle shifters. Nice dash. We've got 2 screens on either side, and there's all different types of functions and stuff that you can change with those screens. So very nice head unit. It is a Sony unit. It is the upgraded one, so the SE and all the lower trims don't actually get this unit, and it is like a 12 speaker surround Sony system. Nice trim inside. The leather seats are the nice sport leather seats, so the SE doesn't get the sport version of these seats, and all around very, very nice. I like the kind of piano trim in here. It does get a little bit smudged and scratched, but I think it looks fantastic. Got the electronic e-brake. This is also your auto park, so if you press this button while you're driving and you drive right up, and you can actually have the car park itself completely, so you don't have to touch the steering wheel. You just literally sit here, you control the brake, push button start on there, all different types of things. So this thing is just fully packed with features. It's absolutely amazing. I really like the car. Really, really nice. It's a gorgeous, beautiful car. So that's kind of the Fusion. Let's head on over to the Mercedes. We'll look inside of the Mercedes. We'll turn that off. And the Mercedes, you guys can see kind of the interior side by side, so you can know why I do prefer the Fusion interior over the Mercedes. And I'll just kind of do a brief overview right here so you guys can see inside Mercedes. Not as high tech, obviously being a car that's 11 years old. So as you can see, Mercedes, so no screens on the side, but nice console right there. It's got kind of this wood trim on here. Let's actually put the key in right here, and you guys can see the center console as well. So you can see the steering wheel comes down. It's all automatic and stuff like that. So even when you want to adjust the steering wheel, it's really cool. It's got this lever down here. You can adjust it. So that's definitely something that's cool. Let's turn that music down. And there is your actual center console itself. So this is the radio. It's not touchscreen, which I originally thought it was touchscreen, but everything is controlled by these buttons on the side. And there's some things down there. So that's my mom's birthday present. You can see down there. I mean, it's not too high tech. It's not super fancy inside, but it is a comfortable luxury cruiser. There's your air suspension settings, parking controls and stuff like that. So again, like I said, it's not like super extremely high tech, but it does drive nicely. It's fast. So it's definitely a great car. Let's talk about the pros of owning each car. First, the Fusion. The Fusion offers a much newer car. It still does have a little bit of factory warranty left on it. It's going to be a lot more reliable. The repairs are not going to be nearly as much as what the Mercedes would be. And of course the interior, which I do like a lot better. There's a lot more upgraded features such as remote starter, the hand gesture to open the door, the backup camera, stuff like that. So there's a lot more newer features that the Mercedes does not have. And moving on to the Mercedes, the pros of the Mercedes is that I do think it's actually a better looking car. It is definitely a much faster car. The shifts on it are a lot smoother. I find these shifts in the Fusion to be very rough. This is known to be a luxury car, obviously, so it does have a lot smoother shifts. It's a lot better at higher speeds. And let's not forget the fact that this is a Mercedes, so it's definitely a lot higher build quality than the Ford. Also, the engine itself is known to be a bulletproof engine, the 5.5 liter V8, especially with this being such a low kilometer car at only 76,000 kilometers. And of course, let's not forget the amazing trunk pop feature where you just press the button and the trunk pops completely open, something I wish my Fusion had. Now let's kind of talk about the cons of each car. The Fusion itself is a Ford, which I honestly have not been a huge fan of the Ford Motor Company up until recently, where they've started building a lot better quality cars. And I did mention before, the shifting in the Fusion is just really rough at lower speeds. I just don't know why they made a transmission that is so jolty at lower speeds. It's not really smooth at all. It's something I can kind of live with, but it's something that I really wish it had that smooth shifting that the Mercedes has. Let's not forget the fact that the Fusion is just not nearly as fast as my Mercedes. The Mercedes has 382 horsepower, whereas the Fusion has 240. It's definitely a noticeable difference in horsepower. And moving on to the cons of the Mercedes, it being a Mercedes, you're gonna pay a lot more for oil changes, you're gonna pay a lot more for gas, and obviously maintenance is gonna be a huge issue. And it being an older car, it doesn't have the modern features that the Fusion has. So I really miss having all those modern features. Well guys, I currently have both of my cars listed for sale, but I really can't decide which one I want to keep. I'm hesitant to answer some emails that I'm getting from people for the Fusion. I'm hesitant to answer emails for the Mercedes. I really need to decide this really fast and really decide which car I'm going to sell and which car I'm going to keep. I want you guys to post in the comments down below and let me know which car you like better and which car do you think I should keep. Which one makes better sense for me to have? Let me know in the comments down below and I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye-bye. Thanks big timers for watching this video. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe and throw this video a like. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.